It is that wonderful time of year. It is Halloween. Now I am in the spirit. I was scrolling through Pinterest, as one does for inspiration, and I came across this great idea for a candle holder. This one. So whoever made this idea, whoever thought this up, I freaking love it. What a good idea. So I hope I can make you proud when I make this. I love the silhouette that it casts on the wall. I think it's so cool. So I got my bat and I'm gonna make a bat candle holder. So before I get building, I need to do a rough sketch. So I'm just shaping out what I would like the base to look like. These two holes, I'm thinking this is where the bat will insert into the base. I am terrible at drawing, and for some reason my mind just cannot work backwards, so it takes me a little longer.
What? There.
So I'm thinking that the bat's feet will go into here, and this area I want to put matches. And on the side I can add a match striker to easily light the candle. Now for the length of the base, I'm just using my hand as a starting point. So I think that this is about a good length, which comes out to about 6 inches. I'm lighting the candle against the wall to get an idea of how big the bat silhouette should be. A hand's length seems like a good distance from the wall, just to double check.
I don't know how to do any animals, do you?
So this is the bat design I'm gonna go with, and it comes out to about 3.5 inches tall.
Ooh.
So I have these two pieces. This one's some kind of hardwood. I don't know what it is, but I got very lucky because it's already flat on one side. So I'm gonna plane this one down. This will be the base, and this one's a softwood. This one's redwood. I'm gonna use this for the bat. Have the two pieces planed. This one came out to about 7/8 and this one's 1/2 inch. If you know what hardwood this is, please let me know in the comments. So now I'm going to take this down to the width that I would like. So here is my candle. Let me bring you in. So I like it about here. So I'm going to go to like 2 1/4. I'm just going to cut like a blade width first. So I'm just going to take this down to like 7 for now. That way I leave room for the bat and then for this box. The end of the base where the candle is going to sit, I would like it to have curved edges. And now I'm just going to mark the center point so I can start to drill out the candle. The jigsaw is not my favorite tool. This one in particular is old and it just doesn't feel very safe anymore, so I definitely want to get a new one. But I just want to remove as much material as possible since this is hardwood. To cut the hole for the tea candle, I'm going to use a 1.5 inch bit. And I already marked the center, that way the bit doesn't wander so much. I started off in reverse so I could outline and then went into forward position. I was really struggling since this is hardwood and I'm only using a drill. I switched to a new battery thinking that that would help, but it really didn't, and I just did the best I could to outline the candle so that it can just hold it. I think that's all I can go. It's just too hard. And as long as it stays, so I think that's fine. This is my mic case. It's actually a really nice shape. Oh, that's plenty of room. I can even make it smaller. Yeah, that's good. I have to make a router template for myself, so I'm just going to set up a bunch of boards around this block to cut out this shape. So I'm using double-sided tape to hold this piece down. Oh Lord. I decided to just drill into my work table because I figured, well, hey, it's a work table. That way everything stays in place. Base is pretty much done. Just have to sand it and then the holes to insert the bat. So now it's time for the fun part. Just hope this goes well. Oh yeah. I'm leaving extra room at the bottom because this part is going to insert into the base. This was really hard with the jigsaw. I had to take my time and maneuver this block around so that the jigsaw can reach as many places as possible. And I didn't cut on the line, I just got as close as I could so I could sand down the rest. So this is possible, it's just really difficult. You do a lot of sanding to make the back look like it. Now I'm going to use my rotary tool to really define the bat shape. This worked really well. It also just took a while since I was sanding down the entire shape. I was very pleased with how this came out. It looks good. The two pieces are done, so now I just need to make a hole in the base so that the bat can insert into. Okay, this is the amount I'm gonna remove. I'm gonna start small, and if I need to go bigger, I can, but this needs to be pretty exact. So I did another Frankenstein setup for my router as a template. So I slowly cut this shape out, and when necessary, I readjusted my blocks to make sure that the bat would fit. Nice. So I finished sanding everything, and this is how it is now. That bit of material that was removed from sanding this was enough to make this super loose. So just be careful on yours. Maybe you want to sand it first and then cut this out. Boo. Maybe I can add something in there. I decided to do two more figures. I'm gonna do this crescent moon and a ghost. my god. So this setup isn't great. Everything's really prone to breaking. My jigsaw kind of sucks. And I traced out a new crescent shape and cut that one out. And any excess material, I used my crosscut sled to get as close as possible to remove more material. You guys want to know something funny and that I should have done a long time ago? And the reason I am telling you is because when I tell you, things get done because I hold myself accountable for it. Because you will hold me accountable. At least that's how it goes in my head. So I've had a tool for 2 years that would have made this job a lot easier. And can you guess what it is? It rhymes with sandbar. Yo, check it out. I had a bandsaw the whole time. I've had it for 2 years and I have yet to turn it on because I got it at an estate sale and it definitely needs maintenance. So I've just been intimidated to learn and to change the blade. So I will definitely fix this. I've been inspired to fix it after trying to cut out these weird shapes with the jigsaw. So I'm gonna fix this. Promise it will be up and running soon. I went in with my rotary tool again to get the shape correct. It also took a long time. Since I learned from the bat, I'm gonna sand this down and check that it fits the hole so I get the correct fit. So I oil finished these pieces and the bat I stained black, but I forgot to film after, but I stained it black. All the pieces are done, so now I'm just gonna add a wax coat over the bat as a finish. I added a thin piece of wood here, that way the bat would fit more secure into the base of the candle. I'm going to add a match striker on this side of the candle holder. And just tear apart. For me, it makes sense to have it this way since I am right-handed and I could easily light the match. If you want, you can also put it under, but for me, it just makes sense to grab it and just do that.